Is Donald Trump going to invade Greenland? And what does it mean for our investments if he does? This is a little bit of a longer video, but it is so important. So make sure if you don't have the 4 minutes to watch it now, you save it and come back and watch it tonight. The very first thing that's going to happen is, of course, the stock market is going to freak out. That's what always happens when there's a crisis. Stocks go first. Market volatility spikes, algorithmic trading spikes, people panic, markets do this. The next thing that happens is the US dollar gets messy, or messier. Look, the reality is the dollar is the global reserve currency for the world, and there's no clear replacement for it yet. So even if the United States is the bad guy in this scenario, it's unlikely that the dollar just collapses in a scenario like this. It experiences maybe more volatility, but ironically or weirdly, when there's global tension or chaos involving the United States, people still sometimes see the dollar as the reserve currency in the flight to safety, even if we're being the bad guy. Up next, bond yields could go up. This is the interest that the US pays on their debt. So bond yields going up, right? That sounds good, right? Yeah, more money. Not so fast. If you already own an old bond, they lose value. And the longer out the bond, the more painful it gets. So like a 30-year bond could get crushed. Up next is treasuries. And this is the thing that really freaks people out because a lot of foreign countries hold some US treasuries. And the thought is, if we invade Greenland, then our allies aren't going to be our allies anymore, and they're going to dump their treasuries, and the treasury market is going to tank, and it's going to collapse, and oh no, what happens? But domestically, like the United States as a country holds about 70% of all the treasuries. We have 70%, 30% are held by foreign countries, and not all of them are in Europe. A lot of them are held in Asia as well. They might not dump the treasuries. They might, but they might not. And even if they did, and collectively the 30% of international countries that hold US treasuries, even if they sold them, the Fed steps in and US markets step in to buy them. Now on to the question that really people want to know. Should I panic and sell my investments now in case this happens? Should I lock in my gains and get back in later? This is the part that most new investors fuck up consistently. The panic part. They panic, they sell, and either they get back in much later or they never get back into the markets. Imagine in 2008 if you overreacted, panicked, sold your entire portfolio, and then missed the decade of immense returns that we had after that. If you are an older investor, close to retirement, this isn't panic, but it becomes part of your strategy to move money around to protect yourself. The real risk here isn't that the treasuries fall, it's that your dollar buys less due to things like trade wars, inflation, and market volatility and unknowns. That's the real risk. And the way you protect yourself is, yes, to still be invested, despite all of this volatility and unknowns globally. Headlines say one thing and your favorite content creator says another because they know that in order to get you to keep watching their videos and buying their stuff that they're selling, they have to keep you perpetually scared. But the markets tolerate a lot of dysfunction and a lot of chaos. Long term, you'll be fine. See you later.